It is National Fire Prevention Week, and here's a question for you that I think I know the answer to. Do you know where most fires start?
Well, Channel 3's Kara Sundlin does, and she is offering up some very important advice on how to keep them from igniting in that place in today's Wellness Wednesday report.
When it comes to fires, the kitchen really is the danger zone. According to the National Fire Protection Association, nearly half of home fires start right here, and most ignite at dinner time between 5 and 8 at night.
About 173,000 cooking fires happen each year. But the
Susan
good news
McKelvey is Communications Manager for the National Fire Protection Association.
The good news is that they are preventable by taking some really basic precautions.
McKelvey says it's not necessarily when you're actively standing at the stovetop or near the oven that the problems occur.
Unattended cooking is a leading cause of home fires. So what happens is people are cooking, they get distracted, and they likely, leave the room, and that's when problems begin. An American Red Cross survey showed that 70% of respondents have reported leaving the kitchen while food's cooking on the stove.
McKelvey has some thoughtful advice on how to prevent these types of fires from happening. First, if you have to step away while you're in the middle of making something, it's the obvious.
Make sure you turn your cooking equipment off, even if you have to leave your kitchen temporarily.
If you're just going to another room for a second,
grab a spoon or an oven mitt, something reminds you that you have to get right back into the kitchen.
You can also set a timer. When it comes to the area around the stovetop and the oven, get rid of the clutter.
Things like oven mitts, dish towels, paper towels, all these things need to be cleared well away from the cooking area. And then also you want to make sure that your kids stay well away from the area too while you're cooking. Little ones you want to create a 3-foot safety zone around the cooking area. For really little kids, you can even mark the floor with tape just so they can visually see that they need to stay away from the area when you are cooking.
If a fire does occur while you're cooking,
the best thing you can do is just turn off the heat source if you have a cooking fire, and hopefully it will go out if it's small and containable.
And if you're cooking with oil, be prepared.
It's really important to keep a lid nearby that you can slide over the pan to try and extinguish the fire and then promptly turn off the heat source.
If you have a fire extinguisher, McKelvey says be careful.
Fire extinguishers can be really effective tools for putting out small containable fires. But in terms of frying pan fires and fires involving oil, if you don't use a fire extinguisher correctly, it can actually spread the fire and make it worse.
It's important that you and your family can and do get to an exit safely and call 911. For more helpful advice, head to firepreventionweek.org. With your Wellness Wednesday report, I'm Kara Sundlin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.